my night at P. Diddy. Whoa!
In a world where algorithms and financial incentives dictate the information we see, it's easy for important stories to slip through the cracks. This is powerful because it can heavily influence and divide public opinion. Much of what I do on Soft White Underbelly is about digging deeper and trying to see beyond our own biases. And this is why Ground News is a perfect fit for my channel. On any given news story, their app and website combine every article published on it worldwide. We can also see context on each news source, like where it may fall on the political spectrum and how credible it is based on use of subjective language. This is important to think about if you're interested in forming an educated opinion on topics that are in the news, especially on key issues as we head into a polarized election season. I particularly like their blind spot.
What are you talking about?
It was December of 22.
Oh yeah, about to be 23.
December of 22, you were here. You did our first interview. You were just some girl that I met through a friend.
Right.
And you were doing this interview, and you mentioned something about...
I accidentally mentioned it too. Like it slipped out.
About P. Diddy.
About P. Diddy.
You went to one of his parties.
Yeah. Crazy party.
And he's in the news now because of all the scandal.
And they didn't believe me. But when it started coming out, people were like mentioning me like, you were telling the truth about it. And I'm like, duh, I'm not gonna lie about something like that. And I kind of like tried to briefly talk about it because I knew it wasn't gonna seem true because it was just too much. It was too
crazy.
It was too crazy. People were gonna think that I was just lying. It had like a lot of people involved, celebrities and stuff. So I was trying to be real vague about it. But that party traumatized me.
How did you get invited to it?
By being with a prince that I met in LA. He lived in Glendale, California. And, long story short, I got out of this crazy little contract and I was looking for somebody to invest in me. And I knew somebody who knew somebody that was like, I want to introduce you to a prince. He know a lot of celebrities, producers and stuff. So I never put two and two together that this prince knew P. Diddy as the producer.
When you say a prince of what?
He was a Arabian prince.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And he really was a prince for real. But I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually knew. So when he invited me to, he met me, he said, I want to invite you tomorrow to Music Ultra Week, whatever. We'll party Club Live. They something fishy. He kept saying, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, but I'm only supposed to stay for 2 weeks and I'm here longer than 2 weeks. And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, no, because I just want you to meet one special person. So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like, guess where we're going tonight? I'm like, where? He's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy. And I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party. I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at the clubs end at 3 or 4 and not 2 like how out here is. So we waited around the prince's mansion for about an hour. And then soon as 6:30 hit, we went. We all got in the car, like a big Uber. And me and all the other girls. Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, I'm probably going to have to sing for him. Da-da-da. And I just tried to, keep my composure. So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, it's he can get in trouble, like right now. So basically, we arrived, security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, of the photos, everything. That's all you can get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not gonna tell you which one, but it was recruiting whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the The freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like, Mark, the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping, and they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, you know, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like, I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying, drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking. Mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes. I'm walking around. You know, I'm a good, loyal friend. I'm not going to go inside a house where they say my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off, everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about, like, me, my family, because it's us. What? But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say. So that we could see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh, my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh yeah, you're the one that, you know, I seen was telling me about the Prince. He's like, oh yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same. Da 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 da. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there or whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl. Let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about. Walk up in there. I don't judge people, because at the time I was just smoking weed. But you know when people are out of their mind, and you know when people, you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. What? This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like, dressed up, little red lipstick, like, they weren't supposed to be there. But I'm just looking like, maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like, why would they be here? So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, But then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out, and I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing like Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh, hey. So I'm kind of getting distracted, feeling like kind of comfortable. Like, she's here? Oh, my gosh, she's here. And then I see P. Diddy, you know, walking through the house, like, with his eyes on me. Like, you know, like, is this, you know, you see, like, are you agreeing with this? And I don't. Now, mind you, I still got my friend out there. So I walked out of the house, and I'm telling her, like, oh, my God, bitch.
Oh.
Like, this nigga is, oh, my God, she, like, for real? But I'm just, like, I'm not even tripping, like, oh, well, like, this nigga's weird. Like, you know? So I'm really looking at the situation like, I don't even want to be involved in this type of stuff, because once I see something, I can't get it out of my mind. And I'm like a hypochondriac. Like, I keep on having flashbacks about it. So, whatever. So, of course, I come out, and then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on all the drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I don't like it. And I know the devil when I see it. Because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something is not right. I'm not judging, but I just don't want to be a part of it, because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here, and then I heard conversations or whatever, and then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, you know, they plotting on me, like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, you know?
Man, why she trying to make it she wasn't trying to get that shit up to Diddy, bro? Let's be honest, bro. You ain't know Diddy was no freak back then. You was trying to get that shit up to Diddy, bro. Let's not act like you ain't throwing no ass to Diddy. While you was throwing ass on Big Row to a nigga missing 5 teeth with stank ass breath. You mean to tell me you was trying to curve Diddy? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I hate when motherfuckers be lying. Like, I get it. You probably went to the party. You probably was on some freaky ass shit. But nigga, you was not curving Diddy. You was not like, hell nah. But you on Fig Row fucking a nigga for $50. Come on now. Come on, chat.
Producer you was talking about, and I came here specifically with the Prince to rub elbows with people, to network for the music week. But then I put two and two together, like, the Prince have been saying your life is never going to be the same. You're going to be happy. Somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was going to get sex trafficked or, you know, drugged or something like that. And then they kept trying to make me, like, I've been around celebrities before. If a rapper wants you or somebody wants you, they're not going to do it. They're going to send somebody else to do it. So if a waitress is coming or another girl or a pretty girl or a guy, they'll sick somebody on you. Like, take this drink, do this, do that. And then you just feel eyes on you, like watching to see if you're going to do it, when you're going to do it. So I already know what time it was. And it's crazy because I had to leave that place. In my last interview, I told you I had to escape. I had to leave from the Prince because he was telling me we was leaving for Cuba the next day. Cuba with who? With P. Diddy or what? Like, this is all crazy. So to see all of this stuff come out.
Ain't this the one that was fucking Crip Mac? So you was letting Crip Mac bang, but you trying to say you wasn't feeling Diddy. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You gotta be honest.
And I escaped by leaving. I had to call the police and everything. I had to leave with the Prince. That's another story. From the Prince, from that house. I didn't leave with the other girls. I had to get my phone unlocked, of course. But, like, I had to, like, catch a taxi, not even an Uber, a taxi to another location. And then I ended up going to the airport. And I ended up leaving because I just felt bamboozled. First, I'm getting lied to about how long I'm supposed to stay there. Then you keep talking about I'm supposed to meet this producer, but we're not talking about nothing with music, but you're talking about going to Cuba. We didn't even do what we were supposed to do in Miami. Or did we do what we were supposed to do in Miami at this freak off? But because I'm not cooperating with what I see. And I feel like that's what the Illuminati and stuff is about, like a secret society. Like they want to see what you allow, what you cool with, and then next thing you know,
trafficked your daughter, but all of a sudden you didn't want, bro, what? Chet, she trafficked her daughter. I think I remember seeing that. Tina.
Nova and Tania. Welcome back, you guys.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
So lots has happened. You guys have been through a lot since last time you were sitting in these chairs.
Yes.
Tania, you've been in New York, right?
Yes. I just
Me
came
too.
back. Yeah.
And you have a baby.
Yeah.
Who's this?
This is King.
King.
Yeah. I just came back from New York literally a few days ago. And I was only out there because of this one.
But you didn't stay in New York. Did you know that?
Mm-mm. I went out there. The first time I went out there with my cousin, and then we went to jail. And then I was in jail for a month. And then after that, I came back out here for like 2 weeks, and then I went back.
And still didn't come see me. But that's another story.
Oh,
Because
boy.
she wasn't answering the phone.
Are you guys getting along?
Yeah.
We're getting along. I mean, so much better because I just said, you know what? I took accountability, first of all, because I just started to notice, like, why are you like this? Is it really me? And I just was like, you know what? I have, like, the way that I teach my kids, I could tell by my 5-year-old, I do mature them a little bit older because
What we be going through?
I want them to be aware of everything, you know? I would rather me tell them things first or just, and I realized, like, maybe I got these kids in survival mode. I don't know. I think so. I'm always saying be tough, keep it going, you know, don't express yourself to nobody. Whatever you want, you can get, all of that type of stuff. And, you know, Nova, Nene, I call her Nene.
Mom, don't do all that to me.
She takes it to a whole nother level. But you say you like when I call you Nene.
No, they people gonna start calling me Nene.
You know, she wants to do everything, but I just came to the conclusion, like, you know, let me let her be herself, because when I left, baby, she was really maturing, like, her
left to New York?
YouTube. Yeah, when I left, like, it's like you were able to be yourself. And I'm like, oh, so this is what she wanted me to do, let her literally be. And she just found out a whole lot of things, like the hard way.
My YouTube have been going up, for real.
But why do it go up? Why you think they like you so much?
Cause my story and cause I'm strong.
And you real, like,
I keep going.
You real,
That's why they watch
raw.
me for real, Mom. They be like, I watch you cause you make me keep going, because I see how you keep going, you know?
But what makes you keep going now?
God.
So you literally be like, God.
No, I be praying to God, literally, Mom. You know how it is. Like, you know when you feeling weak, you pray to God, and then you get that back. Or even when I be having to talk to you sometimes.
And I think you just fearless. I think whoever you been around, they got you. I mean, you know, whoever, like a girl, friends, guy friends, whatever. It's like you just so strong. Like, you do stuff I never would have did. Like, you couldn't pay me to do it.
How old are you now? Nova?
15.
15. Are you going to school?
No, I start school in August.
Have you still been working on the streets?
Mm-mm.
Or motels or hotels or anything like that? You're not doing sex work?
Mm-mm. No.
You're not selling videos?
No.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, I've been selling.
You have to stop.
No, I've been stopping though, because they keep deleting my Instagrams for child pornography. So I just stopped.
They done made websites of my baby,
They got
and
websites,
I don't like that. It's like
OnlyFans, all type of stuff.
like it's
How
crazy.
do you think Nova got this way, Tania?
It wasn't me. I'm gonna take accountability. This is what I feel like I motivated her to be. Just this woman.
Okay, let me tell you. So what it was, it's not technically my mom that made me like
She
this,
got
but
a vape.
you know how I'm like, you know, smart and mature and all that. She made me mature because the things she was telling me and, you know, showing me. But like,
What was I showing you?
As in me, like, you know, being a prostitute and all that. She didn't show me that. Like, she didn't show me that, because if that was the case, y'all be seeing her prostituting too. She not even doing none of that. She just taught me how to be mature. You know how to hold myself up. You know.
But your mom was getting money from men.
Yeah, but she wasn't fucking
But
for it.
I know, not necessarily doing that, but you did kind of put two and two together.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody gets money from men. Like, if you're a pretty girl, you're gonna get money from men.
I know what you did see. You used to be like, Mom, why is everybody so nice to you? Remember you used to say that? Like, everybody is nice to you. They're, like, I feel like she's seen me get favored a lot, you know? And she was wondering, like, so she wants that. Like, my mom could get this. My mom got this type of car.
But I just got introduced to it in a different way. Like,
Soft White Underbelly is about giving people a space to tell their stories.
Get your freaky ass on, nigga.
Even when these stories challenge what we think from active news, the app you can, for instance, subscribe off there.
Then tell me like, oh yeah, go stand on the corner. No,
I wouldn't never.
The story I told in my first interview, that's how, you know, I got introduced to that. I already went out there, you know, mature and knowing and being aware because of what my mom taught me. But the whole prostitute stuff, it don't really got nothing to do with her.
And it was believable. Like, I feel like people they always say, is she really that age? Because when you have a conversation with her, even though she's young, it's like she know a lot. And I'd be like, dang, how much was you listening? Like, I thought I was just venting because I didn't have no therapist. So at 10 years old, I used to be talking to her like,
yeah.
And then,
like, when I was 9 and 10, like, she used to be telling me all the stories, everything, what she did in situations. That's how I know what to do in these situations.
And I used to say, if you ever get in a situation like this or whatever the case, because you never know. Like, anything could happen. God forbid, you know, you would want to tell your daughter, before anybody else lied to her, I could tell her the truth. That's how I look at it. But I realize she's so much more, like, she has this charisma. She's very interested in what she's interested in.